I'm stating it for the record, we do not want war with China. China is a good friend. Mayroon tayong utang na loob na marami, pati yung bakuna natin. So China, let it be known, is a good friend, and we do not want trouble with them, especially war. But there are things which are not really subject to a compromise. Kagaya ng ginawa mag-atras-atras. Mahirap po yan. Sana they will understand. But I have the interest of my country also to protect. It might not really be a might, an armed might, but it is really a claim of sovereignty, which I cannot. Ako, kung paalisin tayo ng ganun lang, umalis kayo, huwag kayong umalis. Bakit kayo umalis dyan? Atin yan eh. So, China must understand that if need be, we will, I don't know what will happen next. But tapos naman tayo sa legal, tapos naman tayo sa ano.
Hello guys, good morning. Meron po tayong principle of law na nagsasabing the president is the prime architect of foreign policy. So, ito po kasi, pag presidente ka, ikaw yung parang nakik-friends ba sa other countries, nakik-negotiate. So, sa time ni PRRD, sorry, yung conflict sa China is hindi gaano kalala as compared now. Maraming pagbubuli na nangyari, no? So, kung babasihan natin yung principle na yan, so para sa inyo, sino yung mas magaling na negotiate sa foreign policy? Not to the extent na ibibenta yung Pilipinas, but yung negotiation, diba? Makipagkaibigan ka, hindi yung war. Kasi pag war, that's parang bumabalik tayo sa World War I at World War II, no? Hindi dapat war yung mindset ng tao. Kasi po, pag war, yung mangyari kasi is destructions and devastations. So, tingnan nyo yung nangyari sa yung sa Ukraine, di ba? Kasi masyadong aggressive yung Russia. At yung yung sa Ukraine naman, parang may mali lang sila siguro sa negotiation. So, yun ang nangyari. Devastations at destruction. So, sino yung kawawa? Siyempre yung mahirap, di ba?